So, having spent the night resting, well, keeping watch in Esparta, we awaken in the morning, which is still dark, in the in the Golden Harp.
Very different to the Vengeful Harp.
Curious about the vengeful part now.
Oh no, even the NPCs have this when I click on them. That must be a setting I can change, I'm sure.
Right. What do you think we should do? Should we get an early start and head out now, or what's the best move?
I mean, normally I'd say traveling during daylight's a good move, but I don't think that matters here, so might as well
Indeed.
just get it done with.
So, sorry, was there someone we wanted to speak to, or are we going to head out to a nearby graveyard or something?
No, I think we should talk to the priest first.
Ah, the priest.
See what he knows. Apparently he is a bit of a historian. You never did tell us what the small little fellows over there are doing here.
Yes, they're an adventuring group. Out to make their fortune and that kind of thing. They seem pretty experienced and well equipped, but a little cool in terms of the approachability level.
Do you think it might be worth teaming up?
They may have other plans, but they certainly seem capable.
I mean, unless they're planning on leaving this place, they might. They might be. I mean, we could get in, so I can imagine it's quite easy to just leave.
We could head over and ask.
Oh, me?
Or we Asher will make a move. Like she's looking at Pip. Like since Pip has already met them, if you guys aren't making a move, she'll be the one to wander over.
I'd kind of go with her from hovering back a little bit.
You see
Sure,
there's
as well.
a small table on the table where the mice are sat down to breakfast, except one of them who's knelt off to the side, sort of packing small satchels, and they all lock up and slowly rise from their table. And again, that one with the great sword sort of steps forward a little bit and puts his sword into the table and sort of looks up at you all questioningly.
Hi, Asher. Nice to meet you. We were wondering, you seem like the adventuring types, maybe mercenaries. We are hoping to solve this whole problem here with the dark skies and the undead thing happening, and was wondering if you wanted to team up.
We're not looking to take on squires.
Well, I was thinking more like, team of equals or whatever. But yeah, if you're more experienced, that's also great too.
What business do you intend to get to about town?
Well, I think I'm just gonna look at the others. I think we're gonna go have a chat with the priest and then go rooting around the graveyard.
That sounds like noble work.
If you have a better idea for how we should be spending our time, I'm all ears.
I feel that sounds like the sort of thing you should be doing. This will all be over soon. I have every confidence.
Oh yeah?
The
What
Doom
makes you say
Speaker
that?
points over to the Black Mouse. The Doom Speaker is preparing a ritual that will take us all, the four of us, into that anomaly in the sky, and we'll put an end to this.
Oh, just direct to the source, huh?
Best way to be about it.
Yeah, alright. That sounds like bad vibes to me, but I wish you all the best, and hopefully that works out, and then this whole thing is sorted.
Wouldn't be the first time. I'm sure it'll be the last.
Okay.
If the Doom Speaker is currently preparing his ritual, does that mean now is not a good time to talk?
I suspect you come back another time, and then the Doom Speaker sort of looks over to you, and it's like, I will speak.
Oh, greetings, great Doom Speaker. I've heard that you are a very knowledgeable mage. I'm obviously a mage myself as well. I was wondering if you had any either knowledge you could share, or perhaps magical scrolls that you didn't need, or that perhaps we may share knowledge between our spellbooks.
I cannot permit you to gaze upon my arcane tomes.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Your fragile mind would be shattered.
Oh my.
I could, however, teach you a rudimentary incantation if you have the aptitude and the coin.
I am very, very apt, so I'm sure that would be most possible.
Your tome.
He will.
Place it before me.
Yeah, Pip will go into his satchel, pull out his spell book, a kind of brown leather-bound book, and then kind of go to place it. Hesitate slightly because this is a pretty precious item to him, but then lay it down in front of the Doom Speaker.
Yeah, and he gets out. He slowly paces around on the open pages, looking down at the text and stroking his chin occasionally. And every so often he steps back and is like, "Turn the page."
Pip will definitely do so.
You have a obscure specialization in your studies.
Oh, is it that clear? Yes, I'm most interested in.
To me, it is.
Oh, of course. Yes, chronergy and time-based magics in general are definitely my primary interest, I would say.
I can teach you a technique. Let us say for 400 gold coins.
He'll turn to Asher and be like, is it okay if we use some of the group money for this?
What technique?
It is
What
a spell
technique?
that allows additional control of the battlefield and disrupting one's enemy, and he will continue to basically describe the pulse wave spell.
I mean, controlling the battlefield does sound like something that I would do.
I mean,
What do you think?
Listen, this is more like your kind of magic. I don't know if that's worth 400 gold, but if it is, then sure.
Well, I'm pretty sure that if we were to go to town and buy a scroll, it would cost as much.
Oh yeah, those are like one. Excuse me. Would this be like a one-time use technique?
I do not barter with scrolls.
Yeah. Okay.
I would be instructing this one in how to scribe it into his own tome.
Oh shit! Yeah.
It is a spell he will know forever if he has the skill.
In Celestial, Sarah's just gonna sing whistle. Perhaps there's a skill that you can teach him for a slight reduction.
Mr. Doomspeaker, perhaps there were was a spell or two that you'd be interested in from my spell book as part of trade.
He continues turning through the pages. It's like, you are very kind. However, no. I feel that you, although the intonation of your spells is peculiar, I have seen nothing here that I cannot perform myself. You are, as you say, however, beginning your journey.
Yeah, I think it's worth it, man. It's a whole new spell for 400 gold. Like, and it's not single use. It sounds like that's reasonable, especially
I
since
know.
that's about the price of a scroll. But it's like a permanent scroll.
He'd definitely turn to Siray and be like, do you think that would be okay? I know it's not really my money to access.
It is funds for our missions, and this sounds definitely like a resource for our missions.
Excellent.
Absolutely, go for it.
Mr. Doomspeaker, you have a deal that sounds excellent. Thank you very much for your consideration.
I will require the funds now. You
Oh, right.
understand?
Sorry. I'm gonna summon the luggage.
If you could assist me, and he looks over to Sire, if you would be so kind as to carefully lift the roof off our lodgings. There is a chamber in the upper eaves in which you can deposit the coins. Basically ask you to take the lid off the dollhouse and put the coins in the attic.
Okay.
Yep. I will do so without trying not to break it.
And yeah, over the course of about an hour, he half scribes, half talks you through scribing the pulse wave spell into your spell book, which I have
Very
attempted
cool.
to put in your. It says you have no slots available in the bag.
Oh no, that's that. I think that's just meaning for the hot bar, but it's in my sheet.
It appears it. Okay.
Mhm.
Cool.
Cool. Toy. Well, thank you, Mr. Doomspeaker. I wish you the best of luck with your ritual and your mission.
When the rains abate and the sun rises again, you will know that we were successful.
Indeed, I look forward to it.
They return to their breakfast.
Nice to meet you. Going back over here and talking to others. Just all right. So, priest.
Sounds good to me.
Is Obsidian staring at the flames?
Probably. He wouldn't be a part of that little
Favorite
thing.
thing to do.
Yeah.
Too whimsy. Whenever there's any whimsy going on, I love to imagine Obsidian just being like,
Yeah, because it's exactly what Mr. Death is doing during those parts. So yeah,
Okay.
we
you
visit a
travel,
I guess we'll
priest.
ask. Yeah, we'll ask for directions for the church. I guess.
and you will be given. But I don't have the town map is not quite ready for you yet, so you will walk.
Cusp.
And again, throughout the town, you will see a lot of guards. People out on roofs, archers and scouts on roofs. People sort of very much hurrying or travelling in groups from building to building. But you find a small, respectable looking church.
What sort of church is it? Isn't like dedicated to whom?
You knew it was Lathander.
Lathander.
It was mentioned it was
Ironic.
The
Well, I mean, it makes sense.
guard outside just sort of sees you, looks across you all, and just nods like,
Hi.
there's not a service as such at the moment, but the father is here giving shelter and comfort.
Alright, good to know. Thank
I know
you.
many inside are hungry. If you have food to offer, it will be appreciated.
Is there a food shortage here, DM? Because
Well, you know that people have been out.
plenty in the tavern.
They
There's
did
like no issue of.
It was a bit Spartan compared to other tavern fare you've had, and you saw on your way here that like nothing's been brought in from the field for about a week, so they're going through their supplies.
Okay.
Siri will find a deposit box if there is one. She's got. Where are my rations? Inventory. She's got rations.
Biscuit into the coin box.
Well, they were asking for food, right?
Yeah. I just imagine it being like a little arms box, and you're just putting cookies into it.
Ha! I've got a single ration. Well, it's clearly not prepared well for that. Oh no, I have 7. Sorry, quantity 7. Yeah, I will just if there's anyone sort of taking food donations, I will give them 5 rations, 5 days worth of rations.
Okay.
I will discount
5
that.
days worth?
Yeah.
I'm carrying 2 days of ration.
Yeah, no, I had 7, so
I would go maybe to these children and hand over a portion of rations to them.
They smile meekly, but then start absolutely tearing into the rations. Yeah. The only person in here in priest's trappings who sort of watches you coming in looks very tired. Forces a bit of a smile and comes over. Welcome. I don't recognize you.
Funny, I recognize you. Hi, yeah, Asher Vasher. This is my friends and what do I call you guys? Companions? Is that what adventurers are called? She's gonna just turn back to the others. I actually don't know.
Sure, companions, colleagues, friends.
Comrades.
Friends is nice.
Alright.
we've been sent here by Dawnfather Ethanball to check on the situation in the city.
He just gestures to like one of the windows where, despite being about 10 a.m., it is dark as midnight outside.
Exactly.
The situation is, of course, most dire. But it is good that aid has been sent. You are qualified and motivated to put an end to these horrors.
Yeah, definitely motivated.
What is that motivation? Are you a follower, or has coin crossed your palm?
Oh no, there's maybe that. It's more just the guys that are like maybe in charge of this keep trying to kill us and are trying to take over the world. So it's a whole thing. We've got to put a stop to it.
A personal stake then.
Sure. Yeah.
Good. It is good to hear. Forgive me, but I trust the dedication of those with a personal attachment more than a mercenary one. Well, if I can offer you... You don't appear to be injured, but if I can offer you any help or boons or information,
We were
in a place to rest, you're more than welcome.
we were told you are a bit of a historian of the region. I guess at this point we're just trying to understand why these attacks are coming here. It seems slightly counterproductive. If the only thing they wanted to do was to raise an army, they would have done that and moved on from the graveyard into the next graveyard. And however, they seem to intend on sieging this place. And
It is peculiar. I suspect if they wanted to, they would have enough numbers to endlessly overwhelm the town. But they seem to be deliberate, methodical. I think that the town is not actually their goal, nor the people who live here. It feels as if we are being kept busy and defensive. But I do not know what that means.
some sort of distraction. Whilst we are busy here in this town, activities can be carried out elsewhere.
But I don't
Something
know
like that.
what those activities would be. There are a number of ruins and caverns in the region, but nothing that I know of is of any particular significance.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you because we asked back at the tavern if there was any, old temples or things of that nature around here. No one seemed to know of anything really.
It is
What
a rock-
about,
Oh,
draconic remains?
as in things left by
Dragon bones.
not to my knowledge. This region has not really seen much in the way of dragons. You think they are looking for dragon bones?
Could be.
They have been, yeah.
Could be something else entirely. You don't have any local legends about someone that's slain a dragon around here or anything like that?
I'm afraid not.
Yeah, alright.
You have, tales as a child, of course, of more generic, world-spanning dragon heroes and the sort, but nothing in or around Ishperta. No old passed-down tale or nursery rhyme that could divine truth.
Alright.
And of other significance in the surroundings, we know there's a mausoleum or a graveyard nearby.
There was, yes, the Fields of Sorrow is our largest graveyard. Reports from some of the scouts indicated that it has been emptied, exhumed, defiled, either way, of almost all of its graves. There are some significant mausoleums there to nobles and dignitaries who served Ishperta in the past. I imagine each and every one of them probably now shambling towards the walls of the town on a daily basis.
Is there a particular reason why it's called the Field of Sorrows? That seems very legendy, Other than just our local graveyard.
People are loath to attribute jovial nicknames to a place that brings them such sadness?
Sure, but usually it's like Hilltop Cemetery or, things like that, not Field of Sorrows. Like, that sounds like a battle took place there or something. It's fine. It's just a bit of a dramatic name, that's all.
I will pass that on to the Elderman once
No.
this crisis is past.
Nothing needs changing. I'm just trying to figure out why they're here,
Of course.
Just thinking out loud. I'm gonna step back and just kind of like with a look at Sarah, like, I'm good. You got something else?
Who leads this town?
Elderman Hargreaves.
Sorry, DM, is that the one we met in the tavern now?
Don't think
No,
you've met
no.
anyone.
No, he's not. Alright.
No, he's not.
Is this, has he been in charge of the city long?
Around 10 years. He's been Elderman.
What is your impression of the elder man?
He is a good man at heart, a bureaucrat, not particularly suited for leadership in a time of what we could call war, but then again we are tucked away in a place that should have no need for a wartime leader. He is doing the best that he can. He cares for the plight of the commoners, not just the nobles.
Is he elected or born into the position?
Of course he was elected.
Not everyone follows the same rules.
I do not put much stock in the concept of inherited rule. How will the people be represented?
Some people believe that those who rise up to leadership are legitimized to represent them just by the very fact of them having raised to leadership positions. In any case, where could we find the elder man?
He will be in Hargreave House, his home, but I know he was expecting to be unavailable today. I'm sure he will be available tomorrow.
How come?
Because the DM hasn't made that yet.
I see.
So non-sus reasons, above table reasons. I'm filling this town out as quickly as I can.
Perhaps it is worth us visiting the Fields of Sorrow, see if we can uncover anything there.
Have you been there before? Do you know where you can find it?
No. We've just arrived.
It is about 25, 30 minutes south. I'm afraid it is uphill almost all the way.
The better to warm up the muscles should we meet any trouble.
And if you find yourselves having to flee, well, you'll be back all the quicker going downhill.
Is it likely that we'll need to flee?
Well, the undead are wandering the region.
Of course.
I don't know if you have means to bypass them, but
I knew I should have taken Dimension Door.
sorry.
I was wondering. I know in some priests and clerics use incense. I was wondering if you had any that I could purchase off you. I have gold.
I'm afraid what little I have, I cannot spare. I do not know when supplies are coming, and gold, whilst very welcome any other time, is fairly useless to me and to Ishperta today.
Understood. No problem. I will ask the Doomspeaker.
For whom?
Oh, yeah, it's a mage, one of the small folk at the tavern.
Ah, the mice.
I'm not sure if it's appropriate to refer to them in such a way, but you know who I'm talking about.
Such a wonderfully varied world we live in.
Pip stands there and just like
Being a rabbit.
kind of scratching his whiskers, like yes. Okay. Anyway, thank you very much.
And he smiles and goes back to just talking to the nearest displaced Ishpertan.
On the way here, have we crossed any sort of open commerce? Any?
No,
No.
It's all very very kind
Under
of
construction.
shut. I think I have. No, yes, I have the map ready. I just don't have the NPC out for anything for that for a shop yet. But yeah, you know that they're still just gearing up for the day. You're confident that a lot of things will probably be open by the time you're back from your current jaunt.
Considering are still nearby, and I just remembered, can I also ask the Doomspeaker about incense before we head up? I've got 50 gold, and I would like to buy that much incense if he's got it.
He will.
My word.
He will make that trade.
Excellent. I will deduct that. I know it sounds like a lot, but like wizard spells need a fuckload of incense. I'm guessing it's really expensive incense.
It's 10 castings of Fine Familiar, so yeah. Just like popping, changing its form constantly.
I would never cast Find Familiar. I wouldn't do that to you.
Conjure animals. 8 giant owls.
Still having flashbacks.
Okay, I guess we do a little trek uphill into the mud.
Yeah, the gates out of town are just as heavily defended as they were on your way into town. The guards there look like they're just recovering from another attack, but this one just seems to be a single larger creature that any of you who have seen an ogre before would recognize as being an undead ogre that has been cut down. It looks like quite a large cost in Ishpertan lives, but you are waved through by distracted, stressed guards and given brief instructions of heading about half an hour in yon direction. And yeah, can I assume that you are attempting to travel stealthily through the woods?
Definitely avoid undead spotting us kind of pace. So.
Then let's please have stealth checks.
Oh no.
Dexterity. Delve.
Oh. So is there like a shortcut on this thing now, Monkey, or not really?
Yeah, the little button above your character's face.
Okay, if I go dexterity. Aha! Nice. Oh, I should have done. Excuse me. Event.
Disadvantage for you. That's more.
Please ignore the good results, DM.
Still
That's
better
fine.
than the rabbit.
Yeah, there's an 8.
And I'm quite stealthy. In fact, I'm the most stealthy normally.
You're about as stealthy as me.
So as you are, so if you're trying to travel stealthily, would you have the light spell up? Asha, how are you going about this?
I mean, it depends on how dark it is, honestly. If it's just like nighttime and we're able to see well enough on the road, then probably not.
I mean, you've had to use light to get around so far.
Yeah, like night versus night, but there's like
You've
not even a moon.
chosen to. Yeah, you've chosen. Yeah, the sky is obscure. There is no moonlight. It is.
I think we probably have no choice then.
Yeah, I mean, it would seem so.
Okay. Yeah, you travel south. You are confident that, or you're hopeful that the heavy rainfall possibly breaks up a fair bit of your travel, visually and audibly. But yeah, is there anything that you wish to discuss as you are travelling? And who's leading the way? And can that person make a survival check?
Yeah, I guess it's either me or Obsidian. But we tend to go one in the front, one in the back. Obsidian's pretty good at
Then has been
survival.
falling to the back lately, so I guess we can go with that.
Okay, well then Sarah would be leading it. Wisdom, right? Wisdom, survival. Oh, my word. Fabulous.
Okay. As you are walking along, after a while, Obsidian, I cannot remember whether in this campaign or in your any provided backstory, has Obsidian been a recipient of the sending spell before?
We have received some messages from Clem, but that I think was mostly Atticus, right?
Yeah. Words
So
drift
probably
into your ear.
I imagine he would be, though.
Yeah.
I've messaged.
Yeah.
So some words just creep in to Obsidian's ear, oddly clear over the sound of the rain. And you hear, I received your signal. I am glad that you are all well. I enjoyed meeting you and put something in your satchel.
And that was sending, you say. Is that responsible, or is that a non-responsible?
I believe it is responsible a single time.
Sure. Obsidian being caught unawares, though, I imagine was just... We are grateful and alive. And he will, probably instinctively just reach for his own satchel to see if there's something in there that shouldn't be, or that wasn't.
Yeah, looking through there, you recognise everything seems accounted for, but then you just notice a piece of parchment sticking out from between a couple of other items that you don't immediately recognise what it is, and if you unfold it and peek, trying to shelter from the rain, you'll recognise a few words and see that it is a handwritten recipe for honeyed hot bread.
Should have used more words for that gratitude. He will smile to himself and carry on walking as if nothing ever happened.
So cute. Yeah, Obsidian gets all the ladies.
Who else does he? Oh, wow.
It's the whole broodiness. I get it.
That's true.
Strong silent type.
All right. Well, I'm moving forward. Clearly, there's nothing to be worried about.
Clearly.
Stealthy as fuck,
Obviously.
and I can see every. Oh. Oh.
So,
Ooh.
in the distance, after an appropriate amount of travelling time, you find yourselves in what is clearly, you know, this crisis has only been around for about a week. This graveyard has been neglected longer than that. It has not been shown the love and care that perhaps it should have been. The trees, a couple of trees have fallen over. The plants are fairly out of control. Many of the graves have been, even though you can see that, true to the rumours, most of the graves have been dug up and exhumed. But you can see that a lot of the gravestones are cracked, fallen, covered in moss. Not the best kept thing. But yeah, peering in from, I imagine, the path of the bushes outside, you see what you see. A poorly maintained, overgrown, desecrated graveyard with a couple of larger, prominent mausoleums.
I know I just made a survival check, but I would love to see if there's any signs of recent disruptions to the graves.
Yeah, I told you about my description. Yeah, you can see they've all been. They're,
Oh,
they're,
right,
all,
okay.
they're all empty, and there aren't like neat little dug piles next to them. Clearly, things have messily come out of these graves.
Okay.
So yeah, no roll needed for that.
Okay. I guess slowly make our way. Seemingly, it's all quite quiet at the moment. Can't hear anything other than the rain.
It's
What are we looking for here?
A Hail Mary.
I was hoping to find some sign of, any reason why they've come to this town and set up the darkness here. And, I mean, I don't feel like Syndax and his cronies would be messing with small time stuff.
I'd maybe look for either tracks or perhaps graves or mausoleums that don't seem like they've been disturbed, if there are any.
I imagine Obsidian will just look for like the absolute richest, biggest mausoleum that is around. Let's see if there's anything there.
Yeah, there is one mausoleum that's a bit larger than the others. As you're muttering to each other these comments and begin to enter the cemetery, there is a slight moment of chill, and you all hear a voice, not in your heads, but echoing out from somewhere in the fog around you. Who dares approach the lair of the Bone Singer?
Right.
Asher Vasher, hi.
That name is familiar to me. Should I recognize it? I feel like I do.
You just
Should I be
joked-
control
you-
Fing the
You
notes?
joked about being a cool nickname a couple of seconds ago. It is brazen fools who approach the lair of a lich.
Or just friendly neighbors.
Really? Just really a lich?
I don't know. Like, if they're
Inside
really
check the
lit,
voice.
it's not gonna be like calling out to us like this, right? Aren't they really powerful?
Yeah, not like this guy.
I give you this one chance to leave, or I shall unleash my army of minions upon you.
Sorry to be a bother, just really hoping to have a chat.
Can I retroactively cast Mage Armor? Or do I have to just cast Mage Armor?
You may cast Mage Armor. Very well, you were warned. Huzzah, Karish! You hear this cry out, and then suddenly, shuffling from a couple of the bushes nearby, and you see stood near the mausoleum a figure glaring at you
Yee!
as from surrounding bushes a few undead begin to emerge and shamble towards you. And I would like everybody to please roll initiative once I manage to load this scene.
I mean, it isn't. We were warned. He's very, very right. Unfortunately, we are kind of here to kill him. So
Are we? This isn't the same guy that was like hovering outside the town and stuff, right?
there's no. We don't know. We don't know enough of anything. I don't think.
Does he have
Just a sudden blast of light from.
fucked up back,
The lantern.
GM?
Does he have a hunchback?
That's cool.
I mean, he doesn't seem to be in particularly great shape, but I don't think you describe him as a hunchback.
The same guy.
A bit offensive.
Who is this guy?
Look like a ghast.
So that would be an initiative of 22. It didn't ask me if I want to do it with advantage, but I do.
Didn't ask you. It's interesting. Okay. So your yours should be 22.
Yes.
Let me edit your
Correct.
initiative to be 22. Done.
Tokens are scary, and I don't like them.
Oh, they're all around. Hello. What is this? Dragon Age 2?
Oh gosh,
Oh my.
Hello.
don't like it. I don't like any of
Oh
it.
no.
I don't like it. Nope.
Feel like I should have instead gotten a spell that does radiant damage.
Don't worry, I'm sure the ladies will swarm obsidian.
The ladies will what?
Swarm obsidian.
Uh-huh. Ridiculous.
Okay.
I don't know
how
what this
big?
music is. This isn't the shit I wanted.
Where is the So is he in the mausoleum, or is he one of these people?
This one.
He spoke
This
to you
one.
from up here.
Ah.
Oh, is he not included in? Have I not included him? Oh no, he is. He is.
We can't see any of them in the thing. I just wasn't sure which one was the guy. Okay. I will. What will I do? I will low, because that's my move.
Summoning windows.
Mummy? I will use my reaction
Oh.
to chronal shift the mummy and make it do that again, which I shall do now.
Which mummy? The one to
there
your
was-
southwest.
Yeah, I'll put the spell on again. Which spell was it again? It was the slow. Slow, go. No!
Fool!
I should have pressed the different button.
You just had to be
Oh.
greedy, didn't you?
Oh well. God damn it, I don't have enough screen space.
Obsidian, you'll be up in a moment when
Uh,
Monkey unfucks all the things he's fucked up.
I think you should be able to drag the effect from one of them to the others. But the mummy passed again anyway, but the bone singer was slowed.
Bone Singer has been slowed. Oh, it automatically applies reaction used because they can't react. That's cool.
Yes, that's also on there.
But that mummy is too cool.
It would appear so.
So you've used your reaction as well.
God, I don't feel like there's anywhere I can move, so I'm just gonna huddle in and stay there.
Okay. Obsidian.
yes, the rain around Obsidian will suddenly start falling in little icicles as the frost gathers. And the rage is on, although I don't see any. I will hope that it works. So I didn't get the usual condition or similar. And he will rush straight towards the potential summoner. Hi.
I don't know. What are you doing, woman? Nothing to pin him a chat log either.
Didn't mean to actually click on anything.
Asha's charging up.
Yeah, sure.
I have no idea what these things can do, so we'll go normal attacks for now. And that was probably a mistake.
Misses.
The slow probably it is accounted for it, right? Because it does
Yes.
something to AC at -2.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. So he's at least okay. That's the second strike. Somewhat better, and that one hits. Okay, so it's nothing crazy. And I want him probably slightly closer to the group rather than being able to flee. And no, it doesn't rage. So I guess +2, right? Rage. Yes, +2. And that is
I don't like
Obsidian.
that by default, these new Monster Manual tokens don't show the health bar for me. That's irritating. Okay. As
Interesting.
you're wailing on this guy, you just become aware of how filthy and putrid the air is around him.
No.
Oh, now you're raging. Okay.
I mean, I'm trying, but it doesn't do the thing that it should be. There you go. That's me. And turn. Oh, no.
Okay. The Bone Singer. He will. So if you have multi-attack, you can still do them all when slowed, yeah?
Sorry?
If you have multi-attack, you can still do all of them if slowed, if you're taking the action. It doesn't reduce your number of attacks, does it?
I'm not sure.
Can use your natural person on both because it can't make more than one melee attack or range attack.
Nice.
Mhm.
Then it will check something. Which do I want to use? Yeah, he will. His eyes glow for a moment as he just utters some deep, quick, sharp curse. And he tries to use his horrific necrosis on you. You weren't raging, were you?
He is
reckless.
raging. I am.
You weren't reckless.
Not
I would say.
Not reckless, I'm raging, yes.
nothing happens. That's
The decision was correct after all.
Siri, you're up.
Well, first things first, Cora manifests just here in between these spaces, and as Sirit takes off her weapon, if I click Cora, I lose my tab bar. Okay. Cora's just going to attack this first ghoul over here. Guess that hits.
That hits.
It's a mummy. No, I don't like these black things. I have to tell you. Ooh, 15 damage against the mummy. And gonna do that again. Ooh, that's probably. Oh, that also hits. Okay.
It does.
Damage. And to be fair, I'm gonna do one more time. I'm gonna unleash Incarnation as Cora just sort of goes absolutely ham on this mummy. Mommy. That has rolled for me. Okay.
Hasn't come up with a result for me. Well, that's it. So that's Unleash Incarnation.
but-
Have you made the attack?
Yes. Yes. So that's the attack, and it rolled and it hit, but it doesn't seem to be using the same kind of card. So I clicked the same thing.
But isn't Unleash Incarnation something you tick off and then you just go and make another attack?
Yeah, but there was a dice roll. Did you guys not see a dice roll? I saw a dice roll.
No.
No? Okay, fine. Ooh. That also hits. Okay.
Hits.
Damage. Okay, and that is Asire's turn. Do I want to move? There's someone coming down there, so probably not. Okay, that's my turn. Thank you.
Having been attacked a few times, this thing will strike out at a strange cloud attacking it.
17.
It will, in a flurry, it's going to use 2 rotting fists. Well, straight away, it
Hits.
hits him for 17.
Yeah.
He's 1 HP, isn't he?
Yeah.
So, next closest person is Pip.
Ooh.
So it's used 1 use of Rotten Fist. As it comes running over, its eyes glow in a flash towards you, Pip. It tries to use its dreadful glare ability on you. It should have prompted you for a save. It resists. Well, you resist, and you feel that's not something that's gonna. You could go all day and never feel scared by this particular mummy glaring at you again, but then it tries to hit you in the face again. For a 16.
Ugh. Meets it, beats it.
You're cursed.
20 damage.
So as this bandaged hand claws at you and rakes across your throat and chest, you just feel this immediate chill, different to that of the cold rain, spreading throughout your chest. Yes, you have received a curse. You cannot regain hit points. but that is all it can do. Asher.
Alright.
Oh, does it immediately drop the curse off you at the end of the turn there for some reason?
I know in my heart of hearts that I'm cursed.
Okay.
Okay. I am going to target these 3 guys. And again, I'm going to prick my finger and using the blood cast Bane on them. A lot of sounds happening.
There was a lot of sounds happening. I think one of them saved, looking at it, but 2 have been baned.
Okay, and then I would like to so I'm going to use 2 of my sorcery points to turn a cantrip into a bonus action and then cast that.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm assuming that's a thing that you can do. And
I
you're
have
telling me.
just looked it up because
Cool,
I was
okay.
very confused because to convert sorcery points is a bonus action, but then you can use your sorcery points to turn an action into a bonus action. So I was like, if I've already cast a leveled spell,
Okay.
can I? And
So what
it
are you
says I
doing?
can. So then I am.
And
just
before you
going-
give us a big description, just check that it isn't concentration.
No,
Because you do that. You've done that before.
no, I'm just casting Eldritch Blast.
Cool. Okay.
At this one that keeps coming for Pip, and I'm gonna knock it back.
Very much hits.
Ooh, nice.
Knock it back 10 feet, please. I'm gonna. Yeah.
Not one.
Rip. Okay.
Anything else from you?
No, I'm staying right here.
Okay. Oh, what's it doing here? Ghoul group. What? Oh, I can't click on them because there's a collapsible group, but when it expands out, it doesn't
I'm
move
only
the
seeing
next.
one in there.
There's ghoul group, one of 2 combatants.
Oh,
Um.
it's because I got the same initiative.
Oh. But then it's. Oh man, I don't like this. Oh, I can click at the top. Cool. Okay. Thank you, Ripper. His closest person's Pip.
Oh my god, I should not have used my reaction.
He's gonna come with a bite.
Gone one up.
Misses. And then strikes with a claw. Ooh. That's him. This other one. Closest person's Asher. Oh, no, hold on. He's slowed, so 5, 10, 15. I think he's only 15, isn't he? Let's have a look. Yeah, that's him.
You probably move away from the slowed guys.
And he remains slowed. This mummy is going to try and attack Asher.
I will sentinel that.
Remind me, is it on successful hit or on attack? At what
think
point does
it's
your
on
sentinel
attack.
come in?
I think it's after the attack.
Okay.
When you make an attack.
Okay, well.
I think it could go before technically, but it doesn't really matter at this stage because it wouldn't kill it anyway.
So that's first of all its save to frighten. Which I can't see. Oh no, I haven't rolled. Yeah, that's why. You are immune to it. Doesn't phase you, and you feel like you will not be phased again today.
Yep.
So here's its first attack. And the minus 1d4 is
yes.
already factored into it because
Is it?
of the effect. Yeah, I can. What I like about this is I can now actually see that already before I even click that it's part of the formula. So here's the attack, and then Siri is going to. Oh, it's a nat 20. And then Siri is going to Sentinel.
Yes, please.
Do you have inspiration that you'd like me to re-roll with, Asha, or are you
No, I can't.
non-inspirational?
No, I don't have inspiration right now. It came up asking me if I wanted to use shield, and it's like, that will do nothing with that roll.
So here's the crit.
Oh, God.
Wait, it crit. Oh god.
Even with a 1d, like, that's just...
That was a large roll. What was that dice roll? That's weird. It's come up as... All the numbers on my screen show it as having come to a total of 12 damage. And yet it
No,
took
that's Jeeves' attack, right?
Yep.
The one against Asher did 43 plus 4.
I want to check something.
I mean, the first... Yeah, it is a bit weird, the spread of it, though.
How does it get a nat 20 when it's baned?
I mean,
Still a nat 20.
Be back in
Yeah, that
skill.
Is
doesn't-
that just override
Natural
it?
20 is an auto hit, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just checking the number because... Oh,
it's
God.
slightly odd.
Where do you even see damage in the new setup thing?
Effect.
There we go. Damage 1d10. Even on a crit, I don't see how that ends up being 43 damage.
Well, I think mummy attack, it's like base 1d10 bludgeoning or something, plus some amount of necrotic damage.
That seems crazy for the CR.
I'm not sure if that's in...
That seems crazy for the CR that this is listed as.
Yeah, I don't know the stat block, but I know mummies are very deadly, though.
Yeah,
This
the
is
calculation
meant to
seems slightly...
This is meant to be a weaker 2024 version. However,
Slightly odd.
these numbers feel crazy. I am making the over-the-table DM decision of halving those mummy damages, and I'm going to swap those mummies for ghouls because I don't feel like that's balanced, and this will be a TPK.
Yeah, in the private group, I'm like, we need to leave.
Yeah, that is not what it should be doing from this CR. What are we on? Cool, it's break time. I'm going to take us to a 10-minute break and swap these guys for some more ghouls, because that's a bit crazy. So we will be back short. There was a slight mathematical adjustment for 2024 calculations adjustment, but we are back. The mummies have all been replaced, or almost all been replaced with ghouls. Anyway, it's this ghoul's turn. He is baned. He is coming in and attacking the closest person to him, who is Sire.
Go for it.
She will make attempt to bite her, which fails
Resist.
and And then he will attempt to claw her. Ooh, possibly hit. Nope. Oh, because he's Bane. The Bane saved you there. That's all he can do.
Okay.
Another one runs in. This one comes towards Asher.
I like the Bane symbols.
Yeah, the Bane symbol's cool. Swear to God, there's another crit.
I don't know, I just fucking go down.
Bite misses.
This one doesn't have 2 attacks, I believe.
Correct. He is slowed. Never mind.
I did something.
And I helped. Pip, you're it. Oh, I think he may have thrown off the shackles of... No, he didn't. Because of Bane. Because of Woke, he remains slowed. And now it is Pip's turn.
Pippity Bippity Boo needs to think of something to do.
Oh my word.
I will. How much movement have I got? 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm gonna go 5, 10. Oh, I'm using Bunny Hop, by the way, to avoid the opportunity attacks.
I was going to say, this is bizarre.
5, 10, 15. Well,
Boing, boing,
what is going on?
boing.
that's 15.
Why aren't you in a square, you cretin?
I don't know.
This is filthy.
It's letting me drag anywhere and not centering it.
How far is Bunny Hop for? Is 15 foot?
Well, I'm using movement as well.
Oh, man, you're moving. Okay.
Okay, so that's 5, 10, 15 for Bunny Hop,
No,
and 5,
get a
10, 15, 20,
square.
25.
Ugh. It's disgusting.
Hang on. Is that better? No, it's not better. This is
You're
so
now
weird.
centered for me.
Oh, okay.
But when you're
good.
tracing where you're going to go, it's not aligning with any sort of grid line.
I don't know why. Okay, I'm gonna grab a vial of holy water. I'm gonna toss it in the air, trace a symbol, and I'm gonna catapult it at the mummy.
Okay.
Yes, and I do that by pressing this button. Oh shit. Didn't even fucking need to use the...
Mummy
Holy water.
erupts in pale blue flames and falls to the floor immediately.
damn it.
Inert.
Waste. That was a banging roll as well, but also I didn't even roll the radiant damage because, well, that's -1 radiant holy water. That is my bonus action and action. I will, if anything, move further away. End of turn.
Very strange. Obsidian.
Is this scene set to like not properly follow a grid or something?
It's a fucking it's a mad cartography.
Well,
I don't know if you saw
Alright.
as well before, Monkey, but Gigi and I have both bitched about the fact that for some reason the chat log is not snapping down when new things happen. Fix it.
yes,
Fix it at once.
I will
Obsidian,
investigate.
Yes. Obsidian, seeing that all of the undead seem to be very much keen on devouring his companions, will double his efforts in trying to kill the source of this whole infestation. And I think, considering this one is still slowed, and Obsidian would notice that it is still very much moving, as if it was in molasses, we'll go with advantages this time. Oh, and fuck all does it do?
This is the first one.
Wow.
Just
Single
hit.
digits still. Okay,
The
Obsidian.
eyes bulge of shock for a moment as the
+2.
attack comes in. And And
What?
the maul just snaps across its head, which spins most of the way around and just slumps to the floor.
Obsidian's ready to bite it, because he was planning to do that next. It's just a... Looks at the bones piled beneath. And I imagine immediately snaps his neck around, trying to notice if there's any additional bone singers, perhaps, or something. Is that a trick? Trick of the light?
You see nothing.
Okay.
Asher, as the maul takes this creature across the head and its head just spins around and crumples, you see a ghostly figure remain standing where the body fell, which looks around for a moment and then begins to just flee to the west. Obsidian does not seem to react to it.
Oh, I'm gonna yell, oh, I see something! I see something weird! It's weird! It's running! That way!
Anyway, Obsidian.
Well, if Asher is screaming that, I imagine Obsidian could... Well... I don't know. Not seeing it. Just looks around.
She points and you just see nothing. It's open. It's around near you. You know, there's light sources. You don't see anything.
Yeah.
So you, Asher, it's like a glowing blue figure.
Yeah. It does
Yeah, I
clearly
think
on
it's-
the ethereal plane.
I don't believe Obsidian has anything good to do, because if I run into the ghouls now, I am disadvantaged. Providing advantage to all of them, being so reckless. I think Obsidian will mostly just shamble around just to see where Pip is.
Okay.
Noticing Pip.
I
Be on the lookout.
is going to unleash to the one that she's already unleashed before. Attack, please. Normal. Oh gosh. Does not hit,
Misses the first one.
but the second one does hit. Damage. Normal. It is still alive. Would like to bonus actions summon Quora by my side because it is lonely without them. I will place them here. I don't like this at all. I'm gonna action search. Gonna do it. She's gonna do it. She's done it. And I'm gonna keep on pounding at the sky. Hits. Yeah, I really don't like that it doesn't scroll down. I can't. Oh god, that's so icky. And one more. Gosh, okay. I kind of prefer them when they were mummies, I'll be honest. Okay, that's my turn.
Asher, the undead are closing in around you and Sire.
I am going to burst a light, which will not hit Sire, though she probably wouldn't be affected by it anyways. And cast Word of Radiance. I don't know if that prompted saves.
Well, it looks like you didn't target them when you did it.
It just said emanates from me. So
Yeah, but
let me.
yeah, target them both and cast it again. And remember to say, I know it's a cantrip, isn't it?
Yeah. I'll do that again.
Is there a damage button you can press?
I can request a save.
Yes, please.
Did that work?
No.
Can they make a Constitution save for me? DC 15.
I'm also trying to cast it for myself. nothing seems to... I don't think that ability set up properly, because nothing's even appearing in the cards when you do it. So DC 15.
Yep,
Would
Constitution.
be a transition to activities thing. We might have to examine that one. Word of
This
Radiant.
is the one spell I couldn't find in the normal compendium, though, and you had to, like, drag over for me. Weirdly enough. Okay, so one fails. I guess he's fine. So the one that fails takes 1d6 of radiant damage.
As the light bursts around him, he seems to react particularly badly to it.
Yeah.
You suspect that he is harmed even more by this holy magic.
So, bonus action. I am I cannot target myself. Well, I'm casting Expeditious Retreat on myself.
Okay.
That's
Bane
gonna drop the
drops
bane,
off, yeah.
and I am just taking off running after the thing, yelling, "Hey, wait!"
Okay.
To try, because in my mind, that thing is controlling these things. So if I can catch it, I can
Okay.
drop these things. Okay. I don't want to just run off the map, but I have Expeditious, so I'm booking it.
Okay.
Okay. How far is it going?
Oh god.
And we haven't got his his turn yet.
Okay.
Oh no, it did. Yeah, he got killed by obsidian. He would have dashed, so he's already off the map. He'll be about 60 feet away. He is heading just into the woods.
So I can catch him at 60 feet.
You can. What are you gonna do when you get next to him?
Can I just be like, wait, can we talk? Can we cut? Can we talk? I don't know how much time I have to, like, actually.
Yeah, a few seconds. He does not seem to notice you or be able to see or hear you.
Oh. Weird.
You can see into the ethereal plane. You're not in it.
Okay.
Something to chew about until your turn comes around.
Yeah.
Again. So this guy should have lost his bane, but I think because I added the effect on manually, it hasn't ended with your.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he's coming in for Siri. So he strikes out with his claws. Misses. And will then follow up the bite. Very misses.
Am I about to get attacked by 5 ghouls?
I'm coming
Looks like
back.
that, wasn't it?
Yes, because
I think 6
your
actually.
companion fled.
Because for all you
Left
know,
you.
Asher just
This
hallucinated
is-
and ran off.
Yeah. This is. I was very.
As expected.
I mean, they need to land a hit first.
Yeah. Some of them. Well, most of them have both attacks actually.
I think this. Let's be fair. This guy will probably attack this strange thing next to him first, but he's seen attack.
Don't attack my thing. Oh no!
Yep, hits.
Oh. Oh.
And then we'll come in and try to bite. And fail.
If someone was gonna get a claw, might as well be. For us.
This guy's you can get over to. You can make one whole attack against Asher.
I'm like 60 feet off the board. Like from where,
Oh, move
from where
to the.
I didn't want to move off. So I was here,
So he could.
and then
So the only person
I'm
he could
like-
get to is Obsidian.
I'm like past, yeah.
Oh. Does Obsidian even see anything then?
Yes,
I think so, yeah, still, but barely. He would have advantage,
Oh, yeah, okay.
unfortunately. Wow.
Okay. Thank you for the reminder.
Rude.
You have had me targeted.
Yeah, just fix your HP afterwards. But
Should be enough.
It should also prompt a save from
Yeah.
Obsidian.
Yes, it did. It did.
And it looks like you were good, yeah?
I think so.
Cool.
I would hope so.
Amend your HP.
Why is it continuing to have me roll concentration? I'm just rolling with advantage.
Okay, did you give your HP back, Luca?
No, how much do I do back?
I think it was 9. Let's have a look. Yes, give yourself 9 HP back. You should be at 40.
I'll get some back too, because it's not doing the resistances. Unless that was not physical.
I know it was physical.
Mm.
Okay, back to it. Yeah, this pile of ghouls is leaping in. Pip, you just see Ciri being surrounded and buried by this horde of bloodthirsty ghouls, all of whom are unable to land attacks.
That armor is pulling its weight.
I don't even think it is the armor. They're just rolling so badly. And then this is the guy who needs his bane removing. He will try and attack at one time.
Not the claw. Oof.
Oh, he actually.
Oh.
Anyway, right up to there. Is that Pip's turn now? Well, we know what he's gonna
It
do.
would appear so. Do we?
Come on, do fireball. I can take it.
I wish I had a fireball. I wish I had a chance to prepare pulse wave this morning.
Do you wanna throw a holy water to my head?
I'm not sure how much that'll help you. I could banish you. You'd be invulnerable for 1 minute. I will cast low.
I mean, that's still very, 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 very helpful. So.
Not covering this one, huh?
I'm gonna do a max of 6.
Anything else from you?
No.
Obsidian.
Well, Obsidian has to deal with his own ghoul before he goes there, I think. Which is unfortunate. Wait, does he? No, he does. You don't want these to start. Okay, so this will definitely be without advantage, because we are going there. Wow. Good job.
Alas,
Good job.
miss.
Yes, I have noticed. The second one doth seem to hit.
It does hit, yes.
Thank E. We will send him flying to the side.
Done.
It's a little bit. Okay, cool. And then we can proceed. Any of them look like they are, partially broken, maybe missing limbs, or
Yeah,
completely cut?
the one down here looks like it is on the lastest of legs. Its head is hanging off, just attached by a few pieces of sinew now.
Down there. That's rough, but we'll take what we get. Yeah, okay, that works, kinda. Sure, Obsidian will then rush that way and jump towards it, head first, more open. Unarmed striking it technically. Normal. Please hit. That hits.
That hits.
Oh, that should be +2 to that one and to this one, which for this one doesn't matter, but for that one might. I don't know. So 2 hit points too.
I have amended that. Yep, ghoul goes down under your chomp.
Okay, and yeah, Obsidian continues his movement to get in its place, sort of closer to Sire, trying to form ranks, although finding it rather difficult considering the amount of ghouls surrounding her already. And that's it.
Okay. Oh,
Just
before it comes up, the Bone Singer just continues to run, sprint a further 60 foot west into the trees. Forest becoming a bit more dense around him. Pale light disappearing. I don't know what your intention is, Asher, but he is a further 60 feet, just so you know when it's your turn. Let's have a look. Sirene.
Awesome. Is there one that's looking more damage from apart from the one that's?
Not
I think we
anymore.
hit.
Obsidian.
Not anymore.
Let's have a look. Let me click through yours. It isn't immediately visual. The one to your left
Don't
is
worry.
the most damaged out of them.
Funnily enough, that's the one I was going to go for. So that's one attack. Normal. 13. I'm gonna assume that
The
hits.
hits,
Why
are
doesn't
not,
it
the hits
appear?
are not showing up for me.
Okay. I'm gonna roll another one, I guess. That one. Okay, so now it's rolling
showed
again.
up, yeah. And these are also showed up now. So and so forth.
Alright, let's just do that. It's tricky because like it's sometimes there's like black cards, like these black cards that show up. Sometimes they show up a bit delayed, so maybe I click twice. Can we say that the other attack goes against maybe the one on the other side?
Well, so damage. So you did 15. I think your 2 attacks killed because it took 15 damage and then it took.
Where's the other one?
Oh, I see. One
Damage.
second. I don't know why it's rolled through like that. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah. Yeah, but second attack can be against something else.
That guy. And I would like to re-summon my beautiful Cora, who's
Hold
been
on.
taking a beating.
Which one was your second attack against? I need to just take.
The one to the right.
Cool. You're focusing all the ones that aren't slowed. And you're summoning
Yeah.
Cora. Yep. Bring them up.
Yep.
Okay.
Perfect.
Is that you?
And Pip is under control. I'm gonna turn to Obsidian and go like, "Where's Asha going?"
I don't know.
Oh god. Okay, well I can't just leave, so yeah. That's my turn.
Asher.
Okay, so seeing that it can't even see me, I'll just kind of stop and then like have a moment of panicked confusion, and then turn back and see what I've done. And I'm going to run back 30 feet and then bonus action dash.
And you can't be opportunity attacked at the moment, can you?
It doesn't say anything about not being able to.
Oh, but as you pass this guy, he'll make a attack opportunity at you.
Okay. Do you need me to come back?
I think you might need to. Yep, hits. Slices his claws out as you go by. And it should be prompting a save from you to see if you get paralyzed, dead in your tracks as you try to run past. You manage to make it. That's fine, carrying you away.
Okay. Cool. That actually works well. Getting hit as I run by, I'm panicked, I'm confused. I am going to start glowing. And become consumptively radiant. as I run along. And I'm gonna try and come down around these guys. Ah! I've collided with Cora. So I just start glowing all over, and for 1 minute or until I end it as a bonus action. Once a turn, an attack or spell deals +7 extra radiant damage to one target, but at the end of all of my turns, all creatures in 10 feet take 4 radiant damage.
So, Kura, we have established, is not a creature. Slightly
Nope.
different rules, so Kura is fine. However, this boy and this boy, is it just straight up 4? It's not a roll?
It's just 4 radiant
However,
damage.
it is radiant. So, are you ending your turn?
I am ending my turn.
So, more than you expected. Because I think vulnerability even applies to flat numbers like that. I don't see why it wouldn't. These two ghouls just burn up. There's just this absolute inferno of pale white, like with shifting colours almost in it, just rippling out, and it goes across these ghouls, and they start to burn up. That is Ash's turn. Slowed ghoul, having had some big lizard man take its allies' space, will try to make a claw. Nat 1 is slowed, can't do anything else. See you next time.
I will sentinel it.
Okay. That's a choice.
You hit my friend, I hit you.
But he didn't hit him.
Well, he tried to.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay.
Wow.
This other one will attempt to hit you, Siri. She's dancing. Oh, one
Ooh,
final
that
hit.
hits. Yep.
Nice.
Ouch.
Oh, someone needs to roll for slow. Oh, hold on. Did he make... Oh, he shouldn't have attacked more than once, but they both missed anyway. Oh, potentially... Oh, he's targeting
Yeah,
his
nice.
friend as well. Let's give him that back. This guy just got set on fire a bit by Asher, so I think he's it's justifiable that he might try and hit her. Oh, that dice rolled a lot. That was weird. Claw misses, and then bite. Probably misses too. Yep, that's him. Peep. Just a dog pile of rotten flesh. Like 3 of your companions are in there. Kura's flitting around, and it's a fucking mess. If it wouldn't ruin the tone, this would absolutely be a cartoon style dust ball of fists and thump noises.
I'm not
These
very
stink.
equipped for this scenario. I am. I will cast Mind Whip on, let's say, that guy. Cool. That's what I do. Flagellamentis! When you don't get the secondary effects, it's like, did I need to use that spell?
Probably not. Obsidian will just strike at the one that is biting at his heels. Plonk. Then I actually think we'll do a 5 foot and strike at this one. Hopefully surprising him. Somewhat. Well, surprising Obsidian mostly. Well, with that failure, we cannot do what we wanted to do. It means we stay there.
Sire?
The guy has some. Okay, not that I would know this, but okay, let's go for this guy. Shoop.
First one misses. Let's come through twice again. That's weird. It's a 17, and are you just rolling them all before?
No, it just has a bit of like I click and then yeah. So it's hard because like I don't know. I don't get like a feedback of when it's actually like. So I'll click, but there's no. Sometimes I click twice because I feel like I don't know if it's registered. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't.
Okay.
There's no
Well, yes,
animation of it kind of going down.
You did 11 damage.
I did 11 damage, and I think I'm going to unleash Incarnation one more time. Use ability, and I guess to keep it thematic, this one will go against the one that is next to Quora. Oh, no. No. Oh, it does hit. Okay. Nice, okay. Go, Quora.
Oof. So many kills it.
Ooh. It's going to pierce directly into like an opening it has in its belly, and then it's going to come out of its mouth like a little ray of light.
Of course.
And it's going to buzz down one. There you go.
Anything else from you?
Nope, thank you.
Asha, who is on fire.
I am going to maybe target that guy. I am going to just shoot off a panicked sacred flame. And then he'll take an extra 7 in radiant damage.
Is it not your consumption? Is it not just that turn, or is it
It
once
lasts
per
for
turn?
a minute or until I end it on
Well,
a bonus
he
action.
didn't even need it. He died anyway. Anything else from you?
No, but then every creature within 10 feet will take. But I guess I don't have anyone in 10 feet anymore except Sire, and I don't think she would actually take damage.
I mean, you could move closer if you wanted to.
I'm worried. I wouldn't want to, like... I'm aware that I'm glowing like crazy. I don't want to hurt Obsidian.
Okay.
So I'll just kind of take a very small step.
The ghoul, still slowed, full of feral hunger, will slowly attempt to slash out at Sire. That is his turn. Heap.
With most of them dispatched, I will send out a cantrip, which will be
Flagellum Firebolt.
the Mind Sliver.
survived.
No mind to sliver.
Mhm.
Anything else from Pip?
Nope, I just move in to be a bit closer.
Obsidian, kill Steeler.
So then we'll go for it. Yes. He'll go for it. Advantageously so.
Tell me how you dispatch it.
Just cracking the last skull in a long line of skulls that have been cracked so far. Nothing too
last
flashy this
corpse.
time around.
Falls to the floor.
Is everyone okay?
Yeah, I will take a few seconds to like calm my breathing, and then slowly, the light will fade.
Barely a few scratches on me. Oh, that surely wasn't the lich then. Can we agree?
Where did it go?
GM, I don't actually know that I suddenly have the gift of ethereal plane sight, right?
Accurate.
Yeah. Okay.
You would know there was an extra layer to your vision since that point, though. Just I can imagine that Sire has felt an awareness, but there is a power she can call on now.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's not like
You're a
I
half
like.
covenant.
I
Yeah, you
know
don't have
what's
the
happening.
Michelin spotter's guide to things my eyes can suddenly do.
Yeah, it's like I'm pretty sure what's happening is I can see into the ethereal plane. So I'm just gonna be like I thought I saw something like controlling the bones, and it ran off, but I don't know what it was.
Okay.
Because she's still
Well,
not
whatever this
unconvinced that it was a hallucination.
bone singer was, doesn't seem to be around anymore. My dark vision's not working. I'd like to approach the mausoleum where it came from.
Yeah,
See what is on the outside.
there are doors, large stone doors that are sealed, bound with
Is there
heavy
any-
iron chains and a padlock.
That's not a problem for me. But is there any carvings outside or name or?
There's gargoyles and just grotesques and the usual, but there isn't like there's Von Zarovich family mausoleum or anything like that. It's all just illustrative, not text based.
But is this where he came from? And it's padlocked.
He was stood nearby it. He didn't emerge from it.
Mm-hmm. Right, I see.
I will give you with your passives that you see a lot of scratching and damage has been made on these chains and these doors, but it all seems to be quite clumsy. I think you would probably be able to intuit that maybe these things were trying to get into this crypt when you disturbed them.
Yeah. What do we think? Do we want to see what he was so keen on?
I will look over. Yeah, you think he was wanting something in there?
Well, it's all scratched up. I think he was trying to get in with his big claws of his, but
Jim, before I head over to the mausoleum, could I take a look at I want to do like a quick walk up and down these rows of graves. I just kind of want to assess like the nature of the people buried here. Like, is it all just like, young, person dies, random family member, beloved mother, beloved husband, blah, blah, blah? Or is it like soldier graves or,
It's a mix. Yeah, it's very,
just
very
standard.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, I can do this in a very loud way, or we can try to break these chains. I keep forgetting I would like to buy some thief tools. But I could use the sword.
I mean,
Oh, I mean,
A sword.
you've already made quite a bit of noise.
The sword has the ability to turn into a key, and that seems to fit any lock that I want it to fit.
You are becoming quite muffled, Gija.
I am. Oh
The
no.
last sort of 10 minutes.
Are you running out of battery? No. Maybe it's just me. Let me know if it persists. Is it still like that?
Yeah, it seems to have been the same for a while. But yeah, the key, obviously, the sword can obviously cast knock.
Alright, and so we do. Let me click on it in
A
case it does something quite funny.
I don't think it does. A 300-foot audible boom blasts out like a peal of thunder. Unless we say that it wants to go knock knock or something like that. But yes, a loud noise is heard, and the padlock springs open. The chains can be easily removed, and the door opened if you so wish.
Ooh, sound effect. Awesome. Alright. I step into the mausoleum.
Inside, there is a large stone sarcophagus. There is a plaque upon which is engraved, "Here lies a holy knight's secret weapon. Light a candle in his honor if you feel worthy."
I will dig out a candle, of which I have many, and just hold it up. Who wants to light it?
Wait, hold on. Are we just going to take this weapon? I mean, it belongs to someone.
It says if you're worthy, that it's yours.
Is there any references of like the Holy Night anywhere? Like, is there a name, DM, or dates, or?
Yeah, there's a name. It is Sir Daniel Fortescue.
History check?
You can make a history check if you wish.
Can I join in on that?
Your character can, Monkey. I see from your face that you know. Oh, Pip. Pip doesn't recall anything. No, it's a very knightly name, but you don't recall any specific stories or anything about that regarding him, Gija.
Okay. Well, I don't know how to honor him, so I guess
It says by
it's Asher.
lighting the candle, we honor him. And I will walk over to this little altar thing and just kind of set the candle down.
A few moments later, there is a grinding of stone, and that entire plaque sinks down into the floor until you see that it is now the first of many steps leading straight down underground,
Oh my.
lined with stone. And you can see at the bottom of this staircase, lit with a couple of weak sconces, a large pair of like sandstony stone doors.
I'm gonna turn back to the others and be like, man, I knew it. They were just like, no, it's a normal graveyard. But it's never just a normal graveyard, you know? There's always something like this. Fields of sorrow.
Well,
Well, and I will take a very cautious step down.
Yeah.
hold on. 1 second.
Yeah.
Can you illuminate the downstairs?
Yeah, I'll just kind of
It's not
hold my
lit.
light out as far as it'll go. What, you want me to throw it down there?
I'd like to send Gura down there.
I mean, I can only throw it down as far as how.
Yeah, it's like 50 foot
stairs
members
go.
of big stone doors.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's doors. Okay, then we can go down, I guess. I like to check for traps.
Oh no, that's annoying. Oh no, there we go. Cool.
The trap checking?
No, so the Baldur's Gate 3 UI thing seems to have made my macro bar default to be hidden. So I wanted to do my little, hey, here's Ash's light effect macro I have on the next scene. But I had to move it back in. So yeah, make me a check to search for traps as you descend the stairs.
What is a search for? Is that perception? Investigation?
Perception, I believe we've been going with for it.
Perception.
Yeah, it's clear. You're confident.
Okay.
I'll walk down the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah, there's a large pair of sandstone coloured doors that are plain in their adornment.
I'm gonna look around at the others. Think I should knock?
I think you should open the door.
Right. I will attempt to open the door.
Yeah, the door opens easily.
Okay.
We hear a grinding behind you, and as the door opens, you see the plinth above you has shifted back into place.
I'm actually okay with that. Prevents people from following us. We don't need ghouls coming our way.
The musty air opens up in front of you in a partially collapsed looking crypt.
Are these sounds accurate?
There's an occasional roar on the sound effect. I think it's meant to be like ghostly dragons. You do hear what almost sounds like a low, hollow horn
Okay.
every so often, but no, you don't hear dragons roaring.
I'd like to ensure my lantern is all lit up.
Yeah, toggle it on.
Bam.
I don't like the sand in the bottom.
Obsidian will probably not share Asher's enthusiasm for being locked in the crypt, and would be checking if there's an option to go back, or at least, save it opened. How's the wall
The city wants to what?
intractable?
Sorry.
Well, check the wall that just closed us off.
It seems to have, slid back up in place. It now just ends with stone.
And a trick to open it? Or is it hammerable down?
It's a tight staircase. It'd be difficult to go swinging that hammer around, but you can try and make a strength check to get a grip and pull it back down if you so
Just
wish.
Looking for any sort of mechanism. Would that
If we're
make...
heading back to a previous scene. Yeah, make a. You can try and pull it down.
So, athletics, you
yeah.
say? Okay, cool. 3.
24. Yeah, you feel that there's a little bit of give to it, and you can start to pull it down enough to get maybe the end of your maul in and prise it. You feel like it'll be a tight squeeze, but you could potentially crawl back out into the mausoleum if you want.
Yeah. So, having noticed that it's not like magically reinforced or anything, and just we could, if we wanted to, Obsidian will be a little bit calmed down by just that, and we'll leave it like slightly ajar, just sort of ready to, if need be, work on it further later.
Okay.
Just to have that option. Well, we are. Well, you are worthy, apparently. A very strange thing. Ask proof of worthiness from a grave robber.
I mean, if he's handing out weapons, knightly weapons, who's more worthy than someone trying to take down something that's about to end the world? Who else would he be giving his knightly weapon to? That's the most knightly cause there is. I think it tracks. You're muted. Yeah.
Maybe the worthiness is about to be tested.
Oh. Yeah. Or that.
We may think we're worthy, but maybe we're about to find out.
Everyone has got self-confidence issues that Asher is not going to try and address right now.
What's going on this this thing over here, DM?
What?
This whole
It's all
pile of...
partially caved in.
Okay. Let's stick close together. Ascora zooms a little bit ahead. Buzzing around excitedly. Oop, I've lost it.
You see in the walls occasionally what have clearly been traps at some point in time, but they appear to have been like you see like arrows and projectiles that they seem to have already fired in the past and have been spent.
This is a really good... Sorry.
The occasional like loose arrow or splintered arrow lying on the floor.
So this is a really, really good time to sort of check potential clues for the last time humans were down here. She'd be looking for things like tracks or like, footsteps on the, or tracks on the dust, the kind of state of the arrow, how old.
Maybe an investigation check.
Yes, sir. No, sir.
Yeah, unfortunately, difficult to get any read anything. The arrow crumbles to just black dust in your fingers as you try to pick it up.
That looks like a spiky thing. Oh.
Just realised, but once again, no matter what I do, dark vision drops off Siri. I'm fucking sick of it. Okay, unpaused.
Ooh.
Taking some liberties at a 30-foot range.
Oh, 1,000.
Only when you're looking through him. It's not 1,000 all the time. Only when you're familiar channeling him is it 1,000 feet.
To be fair, it's kind of tricky to move both at the same time. So, can we assume that they have this kind of yo-yo effect where they're 30 feet together most of the time?
We can all stop and stay if you want to scout with Cora, but obviously it doesn't have a light source.
No, that's I'm only moving them to where I can see. Ooh.
Siri!
Oh no.
What does mean?
Nothing. Actually, I don't know.
Step around into this larger chamber where there are smashed pots and a few corpses, well, aged skeletons lying around. No visible exits in this room, but there is a large statue of a proudly posed bull with like bands of metal armor wrapped around its limbs and chest, standing, looking skyward with an imperious look.
A bull or like a bull humanoid?
A bull, not a minotaur.
Okay. And where's the statue? Here.
And like a circular plinth down there, yeah.
Come here, Cora.
In fact, as Pip and Asher step around to join you, and their light falls on the statue, that deep horn noise comes again from the statue, and it moves as of a jolt. It begins to come alive, and a fiery glow just starts to pulse from it with a roar. And I'd like everybody to roll initiative, please.
Oh dear.
Why didn't that roll? Oh, God.
Oh gosh.
Would I have any
Cool
recognition
token.
of what this thing is?
All of you can make me a Arcana check.
Ooh, 16. 26. What you on about, mate? Wow.
Pip, you would recognize this in some aspects. It appears to be similar to a creature called a Gorgon, a huge bull construct. It comes in several varieties, but its most famous is known for spewing a gas that turns things to stone. They are potent. Pip, you are up.
Okay. I will cast Mind Whip. Flagella Mentis! Whapa! Cool. So, take some damage, but now it will have to choose between moving and acting. And Peep will, once the game is unpaused, probably back away. 10, 15, 20. Watch out for its gas! There you go.
Gas.
What's that phase? Is that the phase of someone who's really annoyed that it has to move or act?
No, I'm reading something, and I'm confident in the ruling I'm about to make. So
I like that even less.
it has to move, or it has to choose between moving or an action.
Yeah.
Cool. It will use its smelting charge action.
Ah, you bastard.
It
No,
moves
that's
up
fair.
to its speed without provoking opportunity attacks. Its speed is 40 foot. Each
Yeah, that's
time,
Oh my word!
Each time. So, the Tomb Construct moves up to its speed without provoking opportunity attacks and can move through the space of medium or smaller creatures. Each time it moves through the space of a creature, they have to. What, Joel? Let me just. So, yeah, it has targeted those people. And this should now prompt as it charges flat through Kura, Sire, and Asher and collides with the wall. They are grappled and restrained.
20.
Ew. Okay.
That just rolled just to the GM.
No?
Oh, okay.
26 damage it was.
Why is it making me do a concentration saving?
Did it still think you're expeditious?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, I guess so. How do I turn that?
So yeah, you are grappled and restrained. It crashes into the wall. Kura sputters out. Yeah, this is its smelting charge. You just see Obsidian and Pip, this huge glowing ball just... Asher and Siri both clinging, also pulled against it, almost like a vacuum, and seem to be burning up the creature. Its horns entrenched in the wall. It can do nothing else this turn.
Oh
So
dear.
we're pinned between it and the wall?
The way it's described, it's like it's so hot that you're just sort of like fingers on the pan, sort of stuck to it. You're not sandwiched between the two. You're
Okay.
you're grappled.
Usher as well with saving the making the.
Let me check the damage. A fail.
Yeah, I rolled a 20 on my dex saving throw.
It's weird how it describes it. I think actually Asher, my reading of that, I don't think Asher would have taken that damage. Because there's no mention of half on a success. So I think Asher managed to zip out the way, managed to matador it. So let's give Asher. Oh, it's already. So it's looking at it, it's automatically half damaged it. So that seems to be, if not in the wording, it's in how it's been configured. So Asher is not grappled. Oh, in fact, you can see it's actually applied the conditions automatically to Syria, unless Gigi did that.
Nope.
Cool. Okay. Also, let me just check. Yeah. $3d8. Creatures who are within 5 foot of it, if it's flame aura, take 3d8 damage. So,
Christ.
14 and
Oh
14.
dear.
Back to its turn.
I've lost a bunch of conditions and I'm not sure why.
I think as I
Also,
went back and went forward to you, so you are grappled. Okay, it's the start of your turn, so you're no longer grappled or restrained because you happen to be immediately after it.
can I just check something? Because, so I have two different health. So I have the health bar in my character sheet, and then another health on this new mod,
And they both have you at 9.
and not in mine. But how did I go to 9? Like, was it like 26 damage?
Yes,
Okay, fine.
because you failed the save.
Okay, I will second wind as a bonus action. Healing. Roll. Just to give myself a little pick me up. I don't think it makes any sense to move away from this thing, so I shall hit it with my sword. And Syria is hit by Warrior's Pesky sword form and can use a reaction. Wait, what?
Were you
No, sorry, I'm
targeting-
not meant
were you
to.
targeting yourself.
Why am I targeting myself?
Because second wind will have targeted you.
Oh, I see. And sorry, so that was a 27. Would that hit the Gorgon?
Yeah.
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 Okay. Yeah, great.
You damaged yourself.
Yeah,
I'll give you-
because
I'll give you-
I. Thank you.
I'll give you 9 back, and I'll take 9 from
I have now retargeted the thing. I would very much like to strike it with perfection of form.
So you're rolling your smite?
Yes.
Purity of form.
Oh, sure.
So because you worded
Purity.
it wrong, the ability leaves you.
Another 9 damage. I think
It
that
seems
applies to it.
It seems to really affect it.
Oh, really? Well, unfortunately, I rolled poorly. I'm gonna hit it again with my second attack. Oof, that does not hit?
Rough.
Okay.
This is
Yes. Okay. That is it. This new mod is not tracking resources spent, at least on the bar or on the character sheet. Just
I
letting
would
people
just
know.
remind you as well, because you're looking at a few things there. The heat coming off this thing, you'd be very aware that if you remain close to it, it is going to start hurting you.
But if I move away, it's going to gore me.
That's fine. I'm just making sure you
Um,
remember that distinction.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Good, thanks. Thank you.
Obsidian.
Oh, Usher's there. That is rough. Obsidian will rush in. Just probably shoulder check it and also slam the hammer down as well. We'll go for advantageous. We are not planning to end the turn near it. Yep, that hits. Let's hope the second one hits as well,
Yep, that hits.
because we really need it now. We're coming. Oh, yes!
Oh.
Gritty boy. Wow. Wow. Could have been better. There. This one totally push it down.
Can it push
So that we have
larger?
some. Yeah.
Go.
He's
Yeah.
one size bigger.
Its hooves and legs remain locked, but it just like slides along the floor a few feet with your blow.
Wonderful. And now everyone else has advantage for
Oh yeah. Well, on a
striking it. Yeah, so mostly Sire who is after the creature, so yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What? Is that you?
And no, I mean Obsidian will keep on moving.
Mm-hmm.
So because right now we are very lined up, I notice, and Obsidian has seen a charge, so just make it a bit more awkward for it. Wait, how much? 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20. and it could have been diagonal, so we will just do this for additional annoyance, hopefully.
Okay. Asher,
Okay.
you are almost on fire. It is very hot here.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So, bonus action, I am going to attempt to heal myself just a bit, because I'm pretty low. Oh, I can never use ability. Oh yeah, it's the damage thing. And it's for... Yeah, okay. Okay.
Okay, I need to manually add that onto you, I think. I didn't actually put it on you. So here's +8.
Sure.
So that's your bonus.
And then I am going to point at the wall, the very corner of that wall, and cast Shatter.
At what wall? Ping it?
There. See that?
Okay.
Shatter just emanates from a point, so
Yeah.
She's just
I
trying
don't
to not
what
get
it-
us on the.
Oh! Okay. Yeah, cool. Sorry, the very weird description. I realise now what you meant for target and purpose. So not getting your allies. So it doesn't emanate from you, it emanates from a point that you specify, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
also
cool.
that is a hell of a damage roll.
You.
Oh, someone else got caught in that, I think. It rolled it twice. Oh, no, it's rolled it twice. Okay, sure. You also blast open a segment of wall
Oh my
behind
god!
it, revealing a smaller passage. Anything else
Ooh.
from you, Asher?
Sorry,
Man, I
did you roll
really
with
want to back
disadvantage?
up. I'm scared though.
Would it be with a save because you target it from a point nearby? Is it an attack or a save?
It's a save.
Well,
Yeah,
it-
No.
because
Is it
it's
is it construct? Is it a construct?
it
Oh.
is a construct.
Yeah. So
Is that why it rolled twice?
it would
possibly.
be extra fucked up.
Let me read it. Where are we?
Disadvantage on the saving throw.
Which it looks like it did roll. Something rolled twice, but I do only see
Is it's 21 the lower of the two?
one roll. I feel like normally it shows me
Maybe.
when there is another one. This is so situational, but I will have it roll again. What is it? DC 15 con save, and if it fails it, I will just double the damage. There we go. Oh, I can see it was 21 reduced to 10, so I will take another 11 from it.
Sweet.
Anything else from you, Asher?
I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna try and back up.
It will absolutely attempt to gore you.
Yeah. That is amazing that there's a secret passage there.
What are the odds?
Can you react to a 23?
No. Shield only gives you
Oh,
5,
God.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Asher goes
Hello.
down. So,
Oh,
you
dear.
have the light spell on you, didn't you?
But
No,
it's
like-
on a rock tied to my belt.
But you are unconscious.
It doesn't require
So I-
concentration.
Okay,
It's just on the object.
that's fine then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Cool. It's fine.
Pip, your turn. You have seen Asher go down.
Keep remembering my abilities. Too late. I will. I'm gonna aim for I'll find a large rock, and then upcast catapult to 4th level,
4th level.
which seems wild, but that's my biggest single target damage. And also, actually, I could use. What's this creature made of?
It is made of metal and stone. More metal than stone. I would give to you with your roll before. You haven't seen the gas that you were expecting, but you've also been
Indeed.
seeing a lot more fire and heat from this than you were led to believe. I would also give you, with your intelligence and your memory and overwriting the confusion of this combat, that you would have noticed that Cirre's smite seemed to be particularly devastating against this.
I mean, I'm not sure I want to spunk all my holy waters everywhere. Screw it. We do the holy water. So here is. Oh, I can do it as a situational bonus. Okay, so.
And this is an attack, isn't it? So this would be
No,
advantage.
it's a dex save.
Oh.
Um,
These idiots not making the use of your crusher.
I'll just do the bludgeoning for now, and we'll see how that goes.
Oh my god.
13, and then it's by holy water damage to go into it.
So yeah, the holy water will be. Well, it's if it's a fiend or undead. Is it one of those things?
So it is not, but they are kind of fiendish constructs, and I have deliberately given it a weakness to radiant. So I'm going to rule for purposes of this, but yes, it is.
Okay, then we get 2d8.
So that is double. Okay.
And I will 100% move away. Wait, isn't that if they they've got light. Okay, they're okay.
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 It is the creature's turn.
Okay, actually.
What was that?
We are actually not okay.
No, this thing is about to stomp on me. DM wants that light source gone.
So, I would like Obsidian and Cirre to make me a situational perception check, please.
Lovely. I perceive.
I perceive less.
Cirre, the creature just seems to be rearing around. It just rips its horns up the wall and then gores Asher, and it seems to wildly be pivoting. Obsidian. It has eyes, these glowing green coals, but they don't seem to register you or Cirre at all. It seems to oscillate wildly between Asher on the floor and something down the corridor to the north. After a few moments of deliberation, it prepares its smelting charge and looks to charge north down the corridor.
Goodbye, cruel world.
Goodbye, cruel world for Syrah. He's very much in the way.
She may save.
It's not prompted anything.
Oh, radiant. Maybe.
Maybe you need to move? Well, maybe you don't do it now. Yep. Oh, come on.
Oof.
Oh!
A nat 1.
Oh no!
Fuck.
It goes charging up with that blast, collides with the wall again, and yeah, Cirre is just ripped in its wake. I will give you. I forgot to say, I haven't gone over bloodied. The glow coming from inside it does seem to be diminished since it's sort of spilling all that oil on the floor around the time that Mr. Death, that Obsidian smashed it and moved it along. The flame is reduced, and it collides with the wall. And yeah, you just see Pip. It goes into the wall. Everything shakes, and its head turns towards you, and it just bellows and screams. Sire,
Does it do anything more? Because
it does not. That's
Okay.
It's not wanted to use by action.
That's it.
Horrified that it got a recharge on that immediately. That's not even a recharge 5 or 6. It's just a recharge 6.
Ooh!
Siri,
Fail.
you drift slightly closer. What's going through your mind?
At this moment in time, probably not much, because it's...
You are
I think
conscious,
the
remember. We always rule it, but when you're death saving, you're kind of there.
I think her mind first wanders as to, like, where's Kura? She feels very alone, like Kura's not in this plane. There's a bit of panic.
Yeah, well, he went through you and took him with you at the first. So, Obsidian. The smell of burning flesh
Yeah.
filling these corridors.
Obsidian will take a look at what's happening. Notice Sire, well, Asher has been noticed before. And knowing what he knows about them, he will go for Asher and administer a potion of healing rather promptly, immediately, also as soon as Asher is awake, just pointing towards Sire. Can you fix it? Rather promptly, please. That would... And remind me our rules for administering them. Do I use an action, a bonus?
As an action, it is the full value of the potion they get.
Oh, so could I do it as a bonus to administer? And then also have an action?
It's bonus for you to drink yourself. It's an action to administer to somebody else. When you do that, they just get the full fucking maximized healing.
Okay, cool. Alright.
I can't remember if you have the superior or not.
No, just a regular.
So a regular is 10 max, isn't it?
Yeah. So just 10 HP to Asher then. Oh. Goodbye light for some reason.
Oh, because I hit number 2 instead of when I was typing. So number 1 is my kill light macro, and I obviously wasn't in my HP box properly when I started typing 10.
So now I do not have the action, I only have the bonus. I cannot really do much with the bonus, I'm afraid. Can I pass here somehow?
I think you'd need to do that whole tumble contested thing. You've already used your actions.
Okay, sure. Fuck. Okay, well,
is that you?
then I suppose. I believe it didn't roll a recharge yet, by the way.
No,
it's not its turn
yet.
Okay. Wrong.
Asher, you are prone.
I'm gonna
get up for 15.
Yep, I'm gonna stand up, come over to Sarah, and I'm gonna drag her around the corner with me. In
That
case
is,
thing
you don't have
turns
much.
around.
So you've used 15 getting up, 20, 25 to get there.
20.
You could move her. Well, you're reaching around the corner. You can drag her 1 tile before you're out of movement.
Okay. All right. And then I will let me target her. And I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds. All right.
You are
My God.
snapped back to life,
Terrible.
Siri.
Might want to
Feeling slightly less alone.
Anything else from you, Asher?
Yeah.
Yeah,
just
you
not
rolled snake
convinced
eyes.
that was-
2
Alright.
ones.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna tell her, get over this way. Get over this way. And that's it for me.
Okay. Pip, it's your turn.
I am going to, in the face of this roaring creature, steel myself. Is a back stressed, but I'm going to try and steel myself and give him the old flagella mentis anyway. Very low damage, but that's not why we do it. Please fail the save. Okay.
Fail the save.
And then I am going to, against sensible decision making, run forwards towards the creature, slide under its legs because it's massive, and then try and get her off towards my allies.
Are you
5.
small, are you? Like I thought you
Oh.
were medium.
I mean, I was mostly saying that for flavor because I thought there was room to get by it, but it
No.
doesn't look like there is.
So do you not do that thing?
I guess I don't. I couldn't see around the corner. I get there and I'm like, oh shit. Okay, 5, 10. Damn, I thought I could squeeze through here. I thought it was a 3-wide corridor. I will go north instead, I guess. 5, 10,
Right, I'm thinking
15.
it can't react, can it? Yeah, it
22.
can't react. It goes to gore you, but it was like just almost like a mechanical for a moment.
And I will stay there because I want to make sure I'm providing light. Well, I can go another step back. So yeah.
Okay.
Wait, how many did I move? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, I went 40, so I'll have to have used a bunny hop, but that's fine.
Okay. It does not get its recharge back.
Thank Christ.
However, it goes to charge south. Obsidian, you are in the way. And it tries to make an attack against you. Make me a perception check, Obsidian.
Sounds reasonable. Perception, sure. Yeah. Yeah.
No, you do not feel like you are its target. You feel are a byproduct of being in its way. Is it almost like irritatedly tries to lash out with these horns and gore you. That's all it can do though.
That is all I want to be.
Siri, you are prone.
Oh, I am prone. I'm gonna use half my movement to stand up, and my bonus action to summon Cora, who's gonna just appear here. Not unconscious. Let's just take all of those out. Thank you. And from car attacks are gonna come from Cora.
I don't see Curry yet. Have you dropped him back? Oh, there he is. I see.
Yeah. That hits. Damage. 4.
Yeah.
And one more.
Yeah. Meter beats it.
Yeah.
Oof.
And
Oil is
seeing
pouring freely from it.
Sierra sort of bleeding out, kind of barely holding on to Asher, Cora strikes with a fury once again. Ooh, I don't know if that's gonna hit.
Fury wasn't
but-
really enough.
No, it's sometimes you need to meet
That last
size.
blow just glances off.
I will go around the corner though. They've seen things. It's kind of been running straight, right? Like, it doesn't seem to be able to do corners quite well.
It's been fighting in
So,
a tight space. You're not sure, yeah. Anything else from
I
you?
might, yeah, one more this way. That should be,
Obsidian.
so 15. Yeah.
Sure. At some point, Obsidian should have probably taken fire damage or something, right? You mentioned
No,
this
a
some
half
point.
elf, a bloodied, it stopped having that effect.
Oh, okay, cool. Very nice. In which case, Obsidian, unbothered by the heat, will just start swinging. And again, we'll go for Reckless, because we need to take it down quickly.
Another crit.
There we go. That's what should happen.
Tell me how you destroy it.
Sure. So I guess Obsidian will first slam it in the head, see that it seems to be slowing down and stopping, and he'll just like slide underneath it, and like I'm not sure how it's like all connected, but we'll try to like find a purchase for his fingers, for his claws, to just rip into his belly and open it up,
Yeah.
release that oily substance altogether.
Excellent.
Probably just push it a little bit, like sort of hold it aloft for just a second before the weight absolutely bothers him and he slightly collapses.
Clatters and crashes to the floor in a bloody bellowing mess. And yes, the beast is destroyed after a lot of carnage. And as you are panting amidst oil and fire and blood and wounded companions, that is where we will leave things until next week. So yes, thank you very much, everybody. We will be back in a week's time. Goodbye.